to the end zone. Conference play begins today from Durfee High School as the Lady Hilltoppers welcome the Bridgewater Lady Trojans to Fall River for varsity field hockey action. Hello again, everybody. I'm Evan Massoud. Welcome high atop the press box roof here at the Durfee Athletic Complex. Great to have you along with us for this live stream broadcast. Well, for the Durfee Hilltoppers, they're 1-0-2 coming into play today, so essentially undefeated. No losses. They've played Apponequet, that was a win. Ties against Somerset Berkeley and Dighton Rehoboth. So a bunch of South Coast opponents, but now heading into their own conference, the Southeast. And a team that they did very well against in 2020. Last year, in 2 games here at the Durfee Athletic Complex, the Lady Hilltoppers blanked the Trojans, a total of 5 goals. They didn't give up any. A 2-0 win during the regular season and a 3-0 playoff victory in round 1. The Trojans are led by brand new coaching staff this year, and they are excited to get this game going, and so are we. We invite you to stick around for all the action next on Fred TV.
Well, the library has just celebrated its annual Teddy Bear Picnic. We've been doing it for well over 30 years, and over the years it's grown to be one of the library's most popular summertime event. There's just something about a teddy bear that gets people all excited.
That's it! I'm done! I do declare this beer has led me to despair! It's not fair! It's not fair! I'm going now!
We get loads of children and enthusiastic young adults who bring their teddy bears as well that they had when they were children. And as you saw, the library was just covered with children and families. We had over 100 people. We have teddy bear stories. We have our annual teddy bear beauty contest. Bartholomew Bear, the library's mascot, leads everyone in a teddy bear parade about the building, and everyone just has a great time. And our sponsors for the past several years have been Rockland Trust. We're very grateful to them for their support, as well as the Danner family, who have been most helpful to us. They were out there as teddy bear doctors, as you saw, and everyone just has a fantastic time.
Welcome back, everybody, to Durfee High School. Evan Massoud with you for the broadcast. Great to have you here. Starting a little early, we had to cut the open here. So teams are ready to rock and roll, and so are we. This was supposed to be a 5:30 start. The Hilltoppers and the Lady Trojans underway from Durfee High School. Hilltoppers pushing forward early. Durfee in their home white uniforms. Lady Trojans in their road red jerseys with navy blue shorts. Or skirts, excuse me. Chance in front for Durfee early, and the shot. Oh, it's off the foot. Down in front. A great opportunity for Durfee right out of the gate. It looked to be Tony Freitas down in front. BR pushing ahead now. 15-minute quarters here in field hockey, and might I say it's nice to see a full complement of players on the field. You may recall last season with some of the COVID restrictions, we only had 7 players on the field, not the normal 11 or 10 rather, 10 plus the goalie. It was 7 plus the goalie. So nice to see the full field. Getting it back for Durfee's Emily Curran. You know, the Hilltoppers lost a few key players to graduation in the spring. Faith Ferreira, Abby Strollo, Abby Buston, just to name a few. You know, those three, though, were key competitors for the Hilltoppers last year in a lot of the wins. You know, Ferreira did very well on defense. You had Buston and Strollo up front. And all three were major contributors in their senior campaign last year. But looking up and down the lineup, it is a younger team, but there are quite a bit of returners as well. That one sent up ahead, a chance for Durfee, and it's going to go out of play. Few freshmen starting on this varsity roster as well for the Hilltoppers. All four of which played last year on JV as 8th graders as part of the Hilltoppers squad. You know, looking ahead, I talked with Coach Henrique, who's back once again leading the team, and she says she's very happy so far with how things are going. You know, obviously there's always stuff to work on, but a win against Apponequet and ties against Somerset and Dighton Rehoboth, not a bad way to start 2021. One of the things they've been continuing to work on and have been doing well with is clearing the ball and then connecting on passes. Now here's another situation where last year we didn't have this, with some modified rules. So we're seeing some normal field hockey here in 2021, which is just a wonderful thing. Whistle sounds, and it'll go back for BR. Coach said she's very impressed by Emily Curran, number 12, a sophomore this year for the Hilltoppers. She was on the team last year, and she's done very well kind of in the center of the field. Been a very strong presence there to assist with the defense and, you know, kind of send the ball up for the forwards. Hilltopper's going to have another reset here as everybody lines up in the circle. You know, for Bridgewater-Raynham, a slower start, 0-2. No ties. Together in front, shot taken off the ankles, and the whistle sounds. Brand new coaching staff for the Trojans. Their two losses early this season are coming against West Bridgewater. We know what they can do because they played the Hilltoppers extremely tough this past year. When they joined last fall, they joined the SEC, so they had some opponents just for the fall season. They also lost to Barnstable, so that's the two losses. One of the things, though, that they've been really trying to work on their side is the offensive push. You know, really, you know, getting the ball on net, finishing. That's important. Finishing. You know, making sure that if you put the ball on net, if there's a rebound, make sure somebody's there. Make sure you have some help there to back you up and maybe get that second shot off. A lot of times, those result in goals. I think that's true with, you know, any sport. The Hilltoppers will grab the 1-0 lead, though, on that goal. And I believe that was Casey Curran, number 10, putting the Hilltoppers on the board. 1-0 here at Durfee. Hilltoppers have had some chances over these first 6 minutes, 7 minutes, and that time capitalizing on it. Sent up on ahead, Evan Wisniewski there to try to break up the play. Whistle sounds, and now the Trojans will have an opportunity. Passing back towards the top of the circle. Fired down the field, lofting it over everybody. Curran staying with it, trying to get through. Whistle sounds, BR takes it back as she got tied up there with Catherine Fitzsimmons, one of the captains for the Trojans. Now Durfee back on the attack, and they have the numbers, but it's broken up by Abby Shumida, another captain for BR. They have 5 captains. Do recall some of these names from last year. Up on ahead, a pass, and it will go out of play just a little bit too far. Good setup there. Led Caitlin Ross just a little bit too far up the field as it went out of play. Hutchinson able to just watch it go out of play for the Hilltoppers. Down the field, 3-on-1 for Durfee. They have the speed, great end around. Oh, centering pass tipped. Does it go in? No, just wide to the left. I thought that Kat Govin was going to take the shot on net. Instead, she sent it to her teammate for a little bit of a redirect, and it almost paid off. Now another chance for Durfee. Shot taken, kick save. Nice job by Maddie Morrow. Save a goal right there and preserve the 1-0 deficit. Lindsay Mason sends it up ahead. Hutchinson, oh, missed the kick save, but it was wide to the right, wide of the goal. And one of the changes here, we always try to update our stuff each year, graphics, whatnot. And got the countdown, the timer, the clock here, the game clock on our scoreboard now. We're not in sync with the actual board, but what's particularly here with field hockey being a continuous running clock, a lot easier to sync up to it. So the 4:30 left here in the first should be like a plus or minus 5 seconds. It's pretty in sync. We did test it out. Particularly here, on the practice field where we can't see the scoreboard because the scoreboard is leaning up against the press box that we're on the roof of. Another chance, Hilltoppers weaving through the defense, and no good. So particularly helpful though, for us too, because as we're streaming, we're seeing playback here, so can keep an eye on it for you, and you can see what's going on in terms of the time as well. Down the sideline, that's a great pass down into the corner. Centering pass, coming back at it. Nice job, stick and kick save from Moreau. Now sent towards the net. It was deflected off of one of the Trojans. It looked like that was off of the foot or shin of Fitzsimmons. It redirected and went out of bounds. And then also ricocheted off of one of the Hilltoppers. As you see, Durfee will not have the reset here. It'll be BR taking it out, and Fitzsimmons with the swing to get us started. Now Durfee gets it back after the whistle. Govin trying to redirect. BR called on the foul. Sophia Taines. All kinds of traffic in front. Shot taken, and it's good. Hilltoppers make it 2-0. Off the goal from Tony Freitas, number 21. I was just about to say, as play got down in there, lots of traffic in front. Don't know if there'd be a spot there, but the traffic seemed to help the Hilltoppers. As I don't think Moreau saw it until the very last second, and by that point it was Bayer and into the corner. So 2-0 Hilltoppers here in the first inning, a pair of goals in the opening quarter. Always a nice way to start when you build yourself a little bit of a cushion in the first quarter, early in the game. We've seen some good action so far this week. I mean, this game very early, of course, but so far the Hilltoppers are controlling pace of play here. They have had the ball down on the offensive attack for the majority of this first quarter. But on Monday we had girls volleyball, our first look at the Coach Billiard's squad, and they looked pretty good against Somerset. They did lose, but aside from that last set, they were very competitive, I thought. A few things to work on there, of course. They're a younger team, kind of rebuilding. Girls soccer yesterday, though, was most impressive. What a difference a year makes. My gosh. So much speed for this Lady Hilltoppers team. Thoroughly impressed from yesterday. An 8-1 blowout of New Bedford. If you missed that one, be sure to check it out. It's on our YouTube channel. So nearing the end of the first here, as our countdown has run out here, so we are close. Again, plus or minus a few here. And tomorrow and Friday, we'll get to see the boys' teams. We will see boys soccer tomorrow, 6 o'clock against BR, and we'll see Taunton coming into town to face off against football on Friday at 7. Shot taken, kick save, second chance effort, another great save there from Moreau. And there is the whistle for the end of the first quarter. The Hilltoppers with a 2-0 advantage after 15 minutes here at Durfee High School. We'll take a 60-second break here. We will be back with quarter number 2 live from Durfee. Stay with us.
Hi. Hi, I'm Pamela Martin from Fall River Government Television.
And I'm Keith Sebo from Fall River Community Media.
Join us as we track election results for Fall River preliminary election on Tuesday, September 21st.
Our live coverage starts at 8 o'clock as we bring you election results from all 29 city precincts.
And we'll be canvassing the city all day, as well as making stops at the candidates' headquarters.
You can watch our coverage on FRG TV Channel 18, FRC Media Channel 95, and on Facebook. We hope you can join us.
And as always, please make a plan to get out and vote.
Welcome back, everybody, to Durfee High School. Lady Hilltoppers in the huddle, planning out the second quarter here. 2-goal lead for the Hilltoppers. 2-0 the score. Hear the whistles out on the field. And you saw there in our PSA, we have a preliminary election here in Fall River next Tuesday, the 21st. Mayoral preliminaries. Not enough candidates for the council race or school committee race to have a preliminary in those races. So just the mayoral race. And we will have live coverage of those results for you on our sister station, Channel 18, Fall River Government Television. We hope you'll join us. Live coverage will begin at 8 o'clock. Underway here in the second quarter. Evan Massoud with you here on Fred TV. A fresh 15 minutes on the clock. I liked what I saw early in this game. This first quarter was impressive for Durfee, I thought. Very aggressive. Trojans really did not get many good looks up the field, and that shows you the strength of the forwards for Durfee, at least right now. The mids and the forwards able to keep the ball down the field and continue to create opportunities on the offensive attack. I think if you're the Trojans, you really need to find a way to get up the field and then try to get some shots on goal. You know, anytime, I've said this before, of course, you know, with soccer, field hockey, ice hockey, you got to take the shots on net. If you're not taking shots, the puck or the ball never going to have a chance to go in anyway. So you got to create those opportunities and just take a shot. Don't try to be too funny with it. Oh, it's going to skip through. The Trojans had an opportunity there to block it. It was deflected off of one of the defenders, and then it went right through the legs of Moreau for Durfee's third goal. A bit of a gimme right there, but nonetheless, the Hilltoppers will take it as they're now up 3-0. And that's a good example, though, because, you know, it doesn't have to be pretty sometimes. Shot was taken on net, forced the defense to make a play. That time they were not able to do so, and it gives Durfee now a 3-0 lead. In the box again, kick save by Moreau. Gets through for a moment, still kept in the arc. And now a whistle. Hilltoppers will get the reset here as they line up on the arc from out of bounds at the goal line. The foul coming, the infraction in the arc, so now they can reset, spread out, and take a shot. It's going to go out of play. In front, I heard whistles. That one will count, though. I thought I heard whistles and it was a dead ball, but no. The Hilltoppers with now a 4-0 lead. That one skips through the defense to the side. Allie Silverman trying to send it on net, loses it. Now down into the corner. Down the line, it'll go out of play, but the Hilltoppers able to clear it out at least. It is quite warm for this time of the day here in September, but very windy up here on the roof. You can probably hear it through the broadcast headset here. Very gusty. But a beautiful night at Durfee, that's for sure. That one skips through. The Hilltoppers may have another opportunity here for a break. 2-on-1, redirect. What a move! Looking for some help. Shot taken, and it's good. 5-0 Durfee. Play resumes. A 5 spot for the Hilltoppers here. Still 9 minutes to play in the first half. Trojans going to reset down deep in Durfee territory. Still looking for their first shot on net. An opportunity, and it goes out of play. Back to the red line. There was a foul, so the Trojans going to get another crack at it here. Not at the arc, but at least down in Durfee's end. As they send it back down, now it'll go out of play. Firing it down the field. Hilltoppers gather it at midfield. Nice surge here from Lauren Orfanos. Play is halted due to the foul against the Hilltoppers. So once again, BR can kind of set up deep down the field here. Taken away. Into the arc. And the Hilltoppers get the call. They were able to clear it anyway. That one skips by. It'll go out of play. Govin called on the foul there. Could hear the sticks kind of clacking there. So contact was made. Reset for BR. Hilltoppers moving ahead again. Ball is in front. Ball is in the back of the goal. I believe that was Curran again, number 10. As she comes out with the ball. 6-0 Durfee lead. Hilltoppers get the call, turn it back the other direction. Passed on down ahead. Right back on the offensive attack. Ball came up and hit Durfee there in the arm, one of the players on the far side. Oh, quickly there to cut it off. Right on the inbound shot. Oh, it's off the post. In the air. Wow. You know, given how small the ball is and how narrow the posts are, that hitting it in the air, I mean, that is hard to do. Certainly wasn't intentional, obviously, but hard to do that if you plan to do it. Elia Delisle Resetting for Durfee. Now the whistle will give BR the ball. On the ground it goes. Govin cuts it off. Back past the red line and into the arc. Good surge here for the Trojans. All the way down into the arc. And cleared back out, but that was Orfanos working the far side once again. That's twice she's done that to get the ball down. Unable to capitalize, though, and take a shot on net. Taines down into the corner. It's mishandled, and it's out of play. Again, by our clock here, under a minute to go in this first half. A bit of a collision there as Delisle went down. Out of play. Govin looking left, looking right, now going to try to get through. That one goes out of play, no good. Our head official on the far side of the field off cam, watching his watch. And right there, signals to the end of the half. The Hilltoppers with a very impressive first half here on Fred TV in their first conference game of the year. 6-0 the score after 30 minutes of play here. We will have the third quarter for you next on Fred TV. Stay with us during the halftime break. We have a couple feature pieces to show you here during the break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes time. Till then, stay with us. Second half up after this.
Welcome to William S. Green Elementary School. My name is Dr. Liz Dunn. I'm the new principal here. First of all, we have new school hours this year. We'll be back in school from 8:50 a.m. till 3:22 p.m. for grades K through 5. Pre-K, the full day program will be from 9 to 2:15. The morning pre-K program will be from 9 to 11:30, and the afternoon pre-K program will be from 11:30 to 2:15. We're going to start with the main office, which is right to my right. That's the heartbeat of the school. So here we have the main office. This is where our clerk and our paraprofessional are located. If you need logos, for example, you would come right to the vestibule right out in front, and it's 50 cents per logo. So when parents come in and enter our school, you'll come into this vestibule right here, and you'll come right over to this window, And the clerk, Mrs. Zatano, will greet you, and that's where you purchase logos or ask for information. This is our main entrance at Green Elementary School. This is where all of our pre-K, kindergarten, and first grade students will enter and exit the building every day. We're going to walk now to the kindergarten and pre-K wing so I can show you around. I'm going to put my mask on because we're going to be walking around the building. So this is our kindergarten and pre-K wing. All of our kindergarten and pre-K classrooms are located in this hallway specifically. I'm going to walk you down to the small playground, entrance and exit, which is where the second grade will enter and exit for school year. So this is the entrance and exit to our small playground, which is where kindergarten and preschool play. But it is also the entrance and exit that grade 2 will use this year to come in and into and out of the building. And this is located on Lapham and Grinnell Street. We're going to head down to the first grade wing, but I'm going to point out a couple of other areas that you need to know about here at Green School. Over here to my left is the nurse's office. Nurse Renee Costa has all of our students, takes good care of all of our students right here at the nurse's office. So this is right near the main entrance. We're going to continue down. This is the first grade hallway. So we have first grade classrooms as well as 2 third grade classrooms located on this floor. So this is the main floor from Lapham and Cambridge Street. So it's actually the second floor of the building. We're going to go down to the first level. So we're located now on the first floor. This is our cafeteria where all students will have their lunch daily. We also will have morning daycare located here from 7:30 a.m. until 8:50 a.m. And then right over to my left is the gym where students will have their PE classes, and we will use this for sibling dismissal at the end of the day. Welcome to our large playground. This is where students will enjoy recess daily. Right over here, students will dismiss from door number 1 if they're in grade 5, door number 3 behind me from grade 4, and door number 4 for grade 3. Also, all the way over at door number 5, that is where you will pick up your siblings. If you have students that are in grades K, 1, and 2 that have an older sibling in grades 3, 4, and 5, we will make sure that your students will be at door number 5, and you can pick up students in the same area to make it a little bit easier for dismissal for you. This is our Jackson Street entrance and exit. This is where grades 4 and 5 will enter in the morning, and where all of our buses will enter and exit daily. Hi, I'm Dr. Liz Dunn. I'm the new principal here at Green Elementary School.
Hi, I'm Victor Pereira. I'm the new vice principal here at the Green. We're going to give you 2 claps. 1, 2. We can't wait to see you.
Start of the third quarter here at Durfee High School. Evan Massoud with you on Fred TV. Great to have you with us for field hockey action. A 6-0 advantage for Durfee coming into the second half as we switch sides. Very impressive first half for the Hilltoppers. Hilltoppers with the reset down this left side. Oh, a chance in front. Govan fires. Kick save by Morrow. Govan gets it back. Gonna take another shot. No good. Still loose in front, though. And a whistle sounds. Quickly back down the field. We have switched sides, as we normally would do. Josie Kane resetting here. Govan weaving her way. Now Delisle. That will go out of play. Letting it go out was Emerson Kilsby. Govan with a bit of a redirect, sending it into the arc. She gets it back. Now Kane with it. And a foul coming. Especially after with the next 2 days, some rain in the forecast. Can't ask for much more. It is just absolutely beautiful here at Durfee. 75 degrees still, as we've now hit 6 o'clock. That's going to skip through. Luckily, despite the weather or the less than favorable forecast, at least for tomorrow, Friday's looking a little better, at least from what I saw. But tomorrow looks to be kind of a yucky day. But soccer will play in it as long as it does. As long as it's not torrential or thunder. We will have soccer for you tomorrow. At least that's the plan. If anything should change, we remind you to like and follow us here on Facebook. We will have an update for you if there is any change to the broadcast schedule. Right now, the plan, though, is live soccer tomorrow at 6 o'clock from right here at Durfee. Boys soccer against the Trojans. Durfee had a tough loss yesterday in New Bedford. Girls did very well here against New Bedford. That's going to go out of play. Nobody home. Sent down the field. Hilltoppers defense gets by. Misplayed there. And a chance for the Trojans. Cleared out by Hutchinson. And Hilltoppers clear the arc. Going towards the sideline, it will stay in play. Well done there. Govan gets a stick on it after Taines tried to send it back. Whistle sounds. Hilltoppers with the free ball. Takes a bounce. Down the field it goes. Stopped by Fitzsimmons. Now Govan motoring ahead. Full steam. And she draws a foul. About halfway through this third quarter already. Tell you, when you're doing an 80-minute soccer game, and you come and do a field hockey game that's only 60 minutes with a running clock, it feels like a very fast game. and to be honest with you, that's not to say that's not to say anything bad about soccer, because even with the blowout yesterday's game felt fast. It did not feel like 80 minutes, at least not to me. That's going to go out of bounds. Reminder to subscribe to our Facebook page, like and follow us here on social media. Play resumes. Again, if anything should change due to weather tomorrow, or Friday for that matter, but again, Friday looking better, at least from the forecast I saw this afternoon. So football seems like it might be a little bit better, but soccer tomorrow could be a little bit dicey depending on the rain and how long it sticks around. So, and you probably can tell from your screen. Yeah, you can. I'm seeing it here now, looking on the monitor. I mean, there are a lot of kind of black patches, dark spots on the field. That's all those pellets that help make this artificial surface, not feel like you're running on cement. The pellets are the fill that goes in between and gets combed into the, the fake grass, the fibers and whatnot. And from the torrential rain we had with the flash flooding from tropical storm, these fields really took a beating. There's just so much water and blowing water, driving rain, that this field in particular, the practice field here, seems to have taken more of a beating than the stadium. It didn't look as bad, when we were looking out the windows from the new school from high above, but this practice turf really saw a lot of washout. Didn't feel too bad walking on it, I have to be honest. I didn't notice a major difference, but clearly, when you have kind of piles of it, it can make for a bit of an uneven surface. Waiting on a reset here as that one went out of play. Go out of bounds here as well into the crowd. If Nicole Texera, number 4, passing off there to Emily Curran, who will inbound it. Govin calling for it down the sideline. She gets it, redirects. Weaving through traffic, takes the shot, and it's good! Right through the legs of Moreau. Govin gives the Hilltoppers their 7th goal of the game. That was a beautiful shot. And to make it happen as well, to solo on her own get through traffic by 2 defenders redirecting, that was an impressive effort there from Govin. Josie Kane gonna get called here. Reset for BR. They will take advantage. Pass to Jordan Cullinane. Gets through the defense. Kicks it up on ahead. Bit of a swing and a miss there from Curran. So Cullinane gets it back. BR trying to push forward. Orfanos gets stopped in her tracks. Now Fitzsimmons, Sumida, number 16, tops the ball as well. That's a good swing. Line drive right down the field. And the Hilltoppers with some speed here. They lose the advantage there, the odd-numbered rush there. Monahan turning it around. Pass up the field, Curran going after it. So is Wisniewski. According to our game clock, 60 seconds to play in the third. Trojans will reset here. The Hilltoppers defenders up front to help out Hutchinson. Shot taken. Wisniewski gets a stick on it. Hilltoppers clear it out. Back down the field. And boy, do they have numbers if they can pass it up, if Texera can break free. Now everybody kind of back down the field. Whistle sounds. And that is the end of the third quarter. So I guess the timer works pretty well, as we were in sync right there, coming to 0 at exactly the same time. Technology is pretty cool when you think about it. When it works, technology is a wonderful thing. So 3 quarters done here at Durfee High School. We'll keep it here for the break in between quarters. Just 15 minutes left, and the Hilltoppers, I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but right now have really dominated this game and seem to be locked in as they look to try to grab win number 2 of this 2021 campaign. Evan Massoud with you here for this live coverage. I really do enjoy fall sports, probably more than any other season, and it's not because I dislike the other sports, but there's such a wide variety of games to cover in the fall. You know, in the spring for team sports, it's basically baseball, softball, and boys volleyball. That's it. For winter, it's basketball and hockey. Here in the fall, we have field hockey, soccer, football, and volleyball. 4 distinctly different sports. So it makes it fun, kind of keeps everything fresh, at least for me. You know, when calling a game, to see different sports and whatnot, kind of Durfee will start with the ball. And they have themselves their 7-0 advantage here as they begin the final 15 minutes of play. Reset here for the Trojans. Riding the line on the far side, it goes out of play. Well, going back to last year, Hilltoppers hosted 2 games against the Trojans here at Durfee. One during the regular season and one in round 1 of the playoffs. Both wins for Durfee were shutouts. Sent on ahead. How about that feed from Garvin? Setting up Tony Freitas with the 8th Durfee goal. That was beautiful. I was just going to say that the games last year were much tighter than this. 2-0 game during the regular season for Durfee and a 3-0 playoff win against BR last year, and now an 8-0 lead here. If you go back to 2020, the 8 quarters that were played here in those 2 home wins for Durfee, and now 3+ quarters here. That's over 11 quarters that the Hilltoppers have held BR scoreless over the last 2 seasons here on their home field, outscoring them 13-0 in these 3 games. The Trojans haven't scored on this field in over 2 years. That one hitting off, looked like the shoulder actually of Monahan. Kind of going straight up in the air. It wasn't on the stick. You didn't hear anything. I think it was off the shoulder or the back. Sent down the field. Allie Silverman with a centering pass. Nobody home. And Wisniewski able to clear it. Oh, there's a rather rough slash. But Wisniewski, I believe, getting called on impeding the play there. And I saw the Trojan, I couldn't see who it was, but the Trojan took a slash kind of at him. But he interfered with the play. Got called on it. Shot taken. Whistle sounds to break up the play. And the Hilltoppers will have to play defense here as the Trojans get the reset. It'll be Monahan putting it in play as they spread the arc. Shot taken. Wisniewski was there. Kick saved by Hutchinson. Ball is still in play in front. And the whistle sounds. And we'll do it again. BR with the reset again as they line up around the arc. 4 defenders with Hutchinson in the goal. They come out and rush. Shot taken. On the bounce. Another shot. Hutchinson down to the turf. Ball still in play. Whistle sounds. And this time it'll be Durfee ball. Tremendous effort there from the Hilltoppers defense and goalkeeper Kaylee Hutchinson. This one stays scoreless with just under 10 minutes to play. Pass across the field to Emma Gomes. Seeing a few different subs in there for the Hilltoppers with this large lead. Coach Henrique getting some of the non-starters on the field here for some minutes. Kind of see what she's got on the bench. Trojans have had some chances here to start this fourth quarter. Down low in front, Hutchinson diving to her left to make the save. Trojans will get the reset, but that's a tremendous effort right there. Same situation again. Now the Trojans kind of spread it out and line up all the way around the arc on those plays. They targeted the same player all 4 times that they were down there over these last 2 minutes. Came oh so close in that series down there, but did not pan out. Our next field hockey game here on Fred TV will be 1 week from today, weather permitting. I say that because we're not able to film inside for these games, unfortunately, with no windows on the rear side of the press box here. If there's torrential rain, can't bring the equipment out on the roof. So we'll hope for good weather 1 week from today. Next Wednesday, conference play continues for the Hilltoppers. They'll welcome Dartmouth to town as the Indians, led by Coach Beth Arguin, always tough against the Hilltoppers. Should be a good game. Pass up ahead. A 3-0 rush here. 3 against 1, the goalie. Oh, what a stop by Moreau. Ball is still loose. And the Trojans clear it, but Moreau with the save of the game. Hutchinson's was great down that end. Don't get me wrong. That one skips through. Redemption. And that looked to be Peyton Botello, number 5 for Durfee. The Hilltoppers make it 9-0. When you consider all the variables, odd man rush, 3 against 1, and that one being the goalie, that's a tremendous save. You know, unfortunately for Moreau, the second chance effort, the Hilltoppers stayed with it. Exactly what I was saying earlier in the game. Keep taking shots. Sooner or later, they're going to go in. We've seen that a couple times today where they skipped through. About 3 goals skipped through like that. And that's just from creating opportunities and being relentless on your offensive attack. You got to make the defense step up, make the goalie make the plays. The Hilltoppers have done that tonight in this 9-0 blowout of the Trojans. And we still have over 4 minutes of play here. Kane fighting there with Kilsby. And Kilsby wins the battle, forcing the infraction. Sends it down the line, it goes out of play, so Durfee's gonna get it right back. Ooh, a swing and a miss there, but second shot bouncing into the arc. Backhanded kick save by Moreau. Durfee will reset from the red line. That's Delisle. Trojans still looking for their first goal. Chance there, but broken up. Sent back down. Oh, here we go. Here's an opportunity. Ball is loose. Off the post. Caitlin Ross took the shot, hit it off the post. No good. Had Hutchinson leaning the other way that time, and an open right side could not cash in. Zumida inbounding. Kane is there. Now Emma Gomes. Going into the corner. Curran back up the line. Good passing up on ahead. Kane with it. Gonna center it. Delisle now coming back to the line. Has some help up the field. Trying to cross. Shot taken, lofted, and it will be no good as it comes down out of bounds. About a minute or so to play here at Durfee. Hilltoppers resetting from the red line, taking the shot, going into the arc. Skips back out. And that is the game. Hilltoppers with a big win here at home as they take it 9-0 over the Trojans. An impressive shutout victory in their first conference game of the year. For BR, kind of back to the drawing board against the Hilltoppers. Can't seem to figure Durfee out here at the high school, as the Hilltoppers have really had their way with Bridgewater-Raynham on their home field over the past 2 years. A 9-0 final here from Durfee High School. The Hilltoppers pick up win number 2. They are now 2-0-2 on the young season. For BR, 0-3-0. Fun one tonight. We'll have more for you tomorrow as we continue with our marathon of games this week to kind of open the season. Boys soccer tomorrow, we hope. Be sure to like and follow us on Facebook for updates during the day. If weather becomes an issue, we will keep you posted. But right now the plan is 6 p.m. boys soccer tomorrow. For our camera crew tonight, Sam Montero, Nick Dolan, and Jake Fitzgerald, I'm Evan Massoud saying so long from Durfee. We'll see you tomorrow.